right. Hello 大家好，这里係 Ame Gakita です。hello 大家好，这里。I have to apologize. One thing is that technically I'm actually around 8-9 hours late in the way. Reason being was actually mainly due to that I was sleeping. Like I actually did the stream earlier, and like before I did stream earlier, and playing Genshin and doing up all the so-called whatever thing behind the like behind the main story along the line. And tomorrow I know tomorrow is gonna be like Genshin story update, whatever you guys want to call it. It's like at the very least it's that one is tomorrow. But the thing was that after I end the stream, I actually went to take a nap, and when I said I take a nap, I was like thinking of like maybe like wake up around 10-20 minutes and then be able to stream, and not sleeping until 5 o'clock, and due to that I was like, I'll have to be honest. It's like I was thinking like maybe it wasn't in the right condition to stream in the afternoon, and so I decided to just stream later on. And well, I actually didn't think of like doing late stream whatever along the line, but I was actually kind of like wasn't in the right condition to stream in that sense, and so I decided to just kind of like relax and not to do too much along the line, because I don't want to like force myself to overdo whatever thing I can along the line. As for right now, I'm going to build on this character a little bit. So in a way, let me see. I'm just gonna do around 8 rounds of this one. In case anyone wondering, I'm actually still trying to build up the new character, and I think like a lot of people actually recommend not this but Archer, but since the monster I'm gonna fight isn't weak to Archer, so I've been using this team in a funny way, and so far it's been quite not bad. I wouldn't really say is it a good way or a bad way along the line. Like if you guys see the damage, in terms of like damage wise, it's like quite decent in a way. It's just that when my character gets hit in a way, I still don't like it. So, but like if you see this, in terms of damage wise, it's still pretty good in a way though. I will have to at least say that. Especially mostly use Rampa to do the damage, so. But at the very least, I feel like really need to wait for Sparkle to get released, and then hoping I can get her along the line. Because like if you guys know that my luck in Genshin, especially yesterday, putting for Volca took me 109 poo. So can't really say it's my luck. Still gonna be activated again when Spot C or do get released. Which it's kind of funny in a way is that Sparkle or Spassy, it's kind of like initially I haven't seen the story on my end, the full story, but the funny thing was that the Chinese name for it it's just kind of like the opposite of each other. So I think the Japanese name was also kind of like in reverse, like Hanabi was Binaha, Bihana. So in case anyone wondering, the actual name for Sparkle or Sparksy is basically Hua and Hua. So it's technically like opposite in a way, and kind of like curious about how they're gonna get released. I mean, like Honkai Star will always release 5 star all the time. Hardly see a 4 star. And what you guys like there is hardly any 4 star in Honkai Star Rail. In Genshin Impact you can see a balance of 4 star. Like they release 4 star, people complain, but the thing is, regardless there is still 4 stars. in Zenless Zone Zero, they also released like A rank, S rank. The A rank is the 4-star, 5-star is the S rank. So even so, right, like even when people are complaining like Manato being a 4-star or character winning as a 4-star, but when we look at the amount of the A rank and the S rank in Zenless Zone Zero, I wouldn't say like a lot of 4-star, but in a way it's like there is like Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero is a kind of releasing character in the form of what I would say balance, not saying like overkill or whatsoever. But the only issue on hand is that definitely I would have to say that Honkai Star will be only releasing 5-star, and even if they give people 5-star as a so-called thankful, grateful, whatever, but the issue on hand was that the number of 5-star they're releasing is ridiculously a lot though. Like every patch always 2 5-star or at least 1 5-star, but when there is no 4-star, it's kind of ridiculous. Even like if we look at the not the push out at the data bank, the character 77, if we actually count like the 77, how many is the 4-star? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 16 22. So it's like out of 77, 22 is 4-star because all the remaining. So the thing is, right, if it's considered okay 77, that would mean that out of 20 like out of 22, 55 S rank character or 5-star character, the 5-star character, well, the number of 4-star is basically not beyond the limit in a way though. That's why it's like, I know Mihoyo, if you guys are watching, I really want you guys to really improve on that end though. Like for Honkai Star Rail, I mean like if you guys say that hey we need a 5-star more to do game metal, obviously people are going to complain. And I actually foreseen this like not 1 month 2 months ago, okay. I actually foreseen this quite long ago, and I really say like even when I got the Sharou, I didn't want them to make it too ridiculous along the line, but hoping they'll improve on that end, because I don't really want like a moment of like hey we want to have this or we want to have that along. Like people will always complain regardless of how we think about it, and we can't really change that on that end. But if Mihoyo want to change, like I know you guys love me to talk about Mihoyo, and I won't deny on that end, like Mihoyo will always be a moment of me talking about it. But the only issue I do hope at least Mihoyo would change for the better and not in the way that I would be having question about it though. But anyway, today just gonna jump into the story right off the bat. Also, if you guys are wondering, I've been doing for Honkai Star Rail, if you guys think that I don't play Honkai Star Rail, I've been doing the stimulated universe. So like the gold and gear managed to do until 93%, the combat also 97%. So just for the sake of collecting, because the next character coming out soon is the sparkle or whatever. Why is it so different for each game though? Okay, so like basically I got 80 pool ready for the next one, and I seriously had no idea when is the next character coming up. So at the very least I need to like prepare like in a good way though. So do I need to speak to this green op guy, whatever? Stubborn goose. Okay, let's do the story.
とっとと成仏してくれねえか。何週間か前にしくじって死んじまったこともう忘れちまったのか。今のお前は死に際に残った執念のかけらでしかねえんだよ。霊類保護法の規定じゃよ、幽霊ってのは生前の個体とは別人として扱われるそうじゃねえか。つまりお前は生まれてから3ヶ月ぽっちのただの赤ちゃん現像種ってこった。あ
なた、足を洗って弁護士にでもなったんですか。私は組織のために死んだんですよ。その私が組織に戻るのをどうして拒まれなくちゃならないんです。
この二人、
新ウィッシュマフィアの構成員でしょうか。
まだわかんねえのか。この間までの
what?
犯罪歴もチャラ。ボスが言いてえのはな、せっかくの公正のチャンスを不意にしてまでまた裏社会に関わろうなんて真似はよせって。どういやいいんだこいつは。おい、そこのキツネさんよ、盗み聞きはやめてもらおうか。
失礼。私は商談に来た先週人なのですが、新ウィッシュマフィアの本部へはどう行けばよろしいでしょうか。
I'm kind of curious.
ある取引のために先週より伺いました。己を尊号し敵を引き裂く、そんな取引のために。
取引？先週人？新ウィッシュマフィアの本部なら川向こうだ。気をつけて向かってくれ。
暗号は理解していないようですが、先週最強の殺し屋の噂はすでに組織の中で広まっている。
Okay, now I'm jumping to this one.
新ウィッシュマフィアの本部なら川向こうだ。気をつけて向かってくれ。
Okay, there is one difficulty. Yeah, I shall do it for the sake. Itte. やだ。Okay, got that. And now I think that one was finished. The one's I thought the one is like a root. I'm not sure that I'm not missing out on anything, and there is this kind of puzzle. Interestingly. Now it's the Froggy. The middle one H. Hentai. Hey wait, spin. I can't get out. Then spin. Wait. I need to reset it first because I seriously have no idea what am I can't get out, but I need to touch this green thing. So let me change to E. No, it doesn't do that. Ah, so I kind of assume the below one is the right one. Maybe I need to change it. Oh wait, I wonder is... Okay, finally I'm out. Okay, So reclaim the color here, and that's it. So the puzzle was basically I need to jump out in a way. That's quite hard to understand, but at the very least, that was solved. At least I don't need to think overthink too much. It really does have the vibe I won't say like the full vibe, actually more like when not in definitely I wouldn't say like back in Kyoto, Osaka a little part that I know of, but if I have to say some places, it would definitely I would definitely say in at least in some places, but this one okay, no take. And now I'm being attacked. But it definitely have that vibe when I was living back in Japan too. I mean, like if you went, if I living in Japan for 6 years, one thing. But even so, I did live in Tokyo for 1 month. So in a way, I do miss that part though. I have to at least highlight that. Collect the coin. Recover. But it definitely give me the investigate. Still more to do. So we need to speak to this guy, I guess?
じゃあ水さん、いつまで待てばいいんすか？なんだよ、もうへだったのか？バカ野郎！誠意を見せるためにここで待機しとけってる。
Although in real life, I never really seen this style crazy people wearing like that. It's actually considered like better not to see this kind of people, but maybe like there is one or two if I do know. But even when I was living back in Japan, I never really see this kind of thing though. But the one thing I have to tell you guys is that do I sing before Yasukaza? Yes, I do. And more towards like the way they were is more towards like businessmen though, like those kind of like salarymen in the ways, because it's like when you go up and they will be like, oh, they were like salaryman, you thought they are salaryman until when you notice that when their hand got the tattoo, it's like, oh my god. So yeah, it really does remind me of that though. Like there is a lot of things that when you live in Japan long enough, you get to understand a lot of things, like the good thing, the bad things. Or things that you won't even expect. Like over the internet, like if you guys seen over the internet, it's really like they always showcase like, oh, got this, got that, got that, got this. But when you actually see up close and then you see, or even behind the scene, it's like it's totally different though.
先週最強の殺し屋がそんな可憐な見た目なわけねえだろ。
Do I have to fight him now?
ほら答えな。その合言葉どこの誰に聞いたんだ。
まずはそのサングラスを外していただけませんか？その目が節穴かどうか。
Do you still have your eyes? Well, it's true that us.
最強の殺し屋というのは世間が勝手に呼び始めただけの名前に過ぎません。私自身はずっと自分を商売人と思ってきましたから。
商売人？
ええ。殺人こそが世界で最も古い商売。そう思いませんか？さて、現在者。
But even so, I do have to at least highlight that some Yakuza that I talked to is like they are really really good as long as you don't say the wrong thing. But even so, it's like not in a bad way though. As long as you get into their good vibe, they won't think of badly for you. At least that's how I think of it though.
一つの取引の損得にこだわらないことです。一人殺せと依頼されれば、私はサービスとしてもう一人殺して差し上げるのですよ。すぐに喧嘩腰になるあなたの短気な性格にはボスもさぞお困りでしょう。あなたをサービスで始末したとしても文句を言われることはなさそうですね。
てめえ、アンダーボスの邪推さんになんて物言いだ。黙れ。んなことよりボスの用事が優先だ。俺は邪推。さっきまでの無礼の詫びはまた後ほどきっちり入れさせますんで。
その必要はありません。私が欲しいのは常に首だけ。まさか。
But finger wise is kind of like one of the funny things.
それでも結構ですよ。何にしろ。俺じゃありませんから。
この程度の連中なら苦もなく片付けられるでしょう。先週最強の殺し屋の顔を知らなかったようで助かりましたね。
助かりますよね。
なんてお呼びしたらよろしいんで。ほら、いつまでも殺し屋さんだなんて大声上げるわけにはいきませんでしょう。
私のことは絶望のさすらい人と。
さすらい。かっこいい。かっこいいですな。
さて、それではご案内をお願いしても。
And so we found them, I guess. I don't think they follow them first, but this one does have the bad vine in a way though. In case anyone when I say the bad vine, it's not really like the bad alley or whatever. It's more towards like the nightlife or even in the main street at night time is totally different from when it is in the afternoon or over. Although I don't think anyone do those kind of thing from what I see. Okay, so we have to go in. And so we are taking nice. Jump. Okay, let me see. Just in case. Okay, that means that we are almost out. And leave. They just say. Let me see. Right? Ah, we can't leave there, car. How the hell you teleport me out? We didn't have the car. No, it's smacking me out along the line. I'm not curious in a way. But they should have this kind of car, like the initial D car in a way. People from Dark Alley usually appear. It depends on how you think about it, the appears one. Because the thing is, right, if I have to at least highlight like to what extent, it's actually more towards like depends on how you look at it. Because it's not like always they will appear whatsoever. Especially more so like if I have to say like like the Gyomatsuri, right, I have to at least highlight. The one is like a lot of people saying like, oh hey, Komoko, if people will start appearing along the line, that kind of thinking, and most of the time it's like a lot of people have a misconception like, oh hey, Yakuza is evil, whatever. It's kind of like depends on how you look at it. Because if you say like if everyone is evil, well, it depends on whether if you think that oh is Yakuza really evil along the line, that kind of mindset moment already though. So, but at the same time, I wouldn't say like is it fully evil all the way. It's more towards like it depends on how we look at it at times though. Okay, I think I should be jumping. Ah yes, correct position. Okay, now I need to jump back to that. I can't, the only issue on hand I can't see is that I can't jump without saying anything. So I'll open up the. I'll at least assure you guys it's much easier. It's not like people always have the misconception. Not saying like Yakuza is good or whatever. Okay, it's more towards like if I show. Wait for me to open up this one so that you guys can see, so that as well, so I can explain and show it at the same time. So, okay, so basically in Japan there is, in Kyoto that I lived for 6 years, there is something called the Gion Matsuri or the Gion Festival, and in case anyone want to know, it's a festival that is mostly the whole freaking month. You gotta understand. So the thing is, right, Gion Matsuri is one of the 3 big festivals in Kyoto, and there is like the March festival, there is the this one, and there's one more I can't recall really, but I can tell you guys is that this is the main Kyoto Matsuri, the Kyoto Big Matsuri, Gion Matsuri, and the thing is, right, a lot of people, and if you guys see those people, they always like wearing like white shirt or whatever design, those kind of thing. But what you guys might not know is that some of the people pulling the thing, or sometimes you can see like this kind of like moment is like, okay, are they normal people? Well, the thing is, there are times when some of the people doing that, they will actually just showcase their tattoo. Especially if I just showcase like Yakuza, they will seriously have cases of guys just showing their whole damn tattoo like that. They will actually showcase it. So you can see like the guys, right, if there is like a case of like 1 or 2, they will just not really wear something like this. So if you see something like this, right, okay, that is one part. But but the thing is, right, when you see a Yakuza in there, it's not saying like they are trying to nick or whatever. It's just showing to okay, oh hi, I'm a Yakuza, you guys can't do anything about me along the line. But even so, it's one of the big festivals, especially in Kyoto. And the people down there, I have to at least highlight is that a lot of people have a misconception that is Yakuza doing this kind of thing in a bad way. No, in fact they are just here to spread the enjoyment of the festival, and it's not really saying like is it good or is it bad. It's more towards like, because I actually spoken to quite a few of them, and so far they are very kind, they are nice, and even when I say that I'm a foreigner from Singapore, they never have bad impression. Like initially they say, oh, we thought you are from China in Japan. They explain it to me in Japanese, but oh, I thought you were from Japanese because I saw you talk to some Chinese guy, and I was like, no, I'm from Singapore who can speak in Chinese, and it's my my main language, but because I can speak Chinese, I don't speak the China Chinese, I speak Singaporean Chinese. So it's very, very different. And when I say that I'm from Singapore, they all have very good impression because it's like Singapore and Japan have a very good relationship. So even Yakuza have like say, hey, Singapore good people. And that give me like, wow, damn, I'm gonna just chit chat with that. And I initially didn't think of them as bad people. Are they civil? I think it's more towards like, if you don't do bad thing to them or say bad thing about them, they won't do anything to you. Like seriously, they won't. That's why it's like, the funny thing, a lot of people always have a misconception about Yakuza is that they are good and they are bad. They are evil. Okay, I have to at least highlight that there is evil people out there. But the thing is, like, if you come across good one, you don't offend them, they will be good to you. Like when they won't say like bad thing or whatsoever along the line, and it became a moment of like, hey, like it's kind of like you be good to them, they won't say anything bad about you, and it's actually considered a good thing though. That's why, like, even for me, I wouldn't say like is it good or is it bad. It's more towards like, as long as you don't say anything that offend them, and they will just become a nice people. That's why a lot of people always had a, like, I won't deny that bad Yakuza. Like that is actual. Like I seen it myself as well though. So the one thing a lot of people always have a, like, the thinking of like, hey, Yakuza is evil, whatever. If you come across bad Yakuza in Japan, you better run. Like seriously, don't get near to them. Because the thing is, right, if I have to say, do I know what kind of scheme or what kind of scam they would do? Oh, you guys don't want to know. But I just highlight in this way, okay? Like Japanese Yakuza, if they want to scam people, they don't really say that, oh, they scam only Japanese people. They scam foreigner a lot as well, okay? And one of the things that I do come across was that, like, let's say for example the prostitute one, or the sex worker, or the guys who want to do those kind of things, okay? Let's use as the baseline, okay? If you go to those kind, like for guys who want to have like sex with Japanese girls in like pay sex, okay? You guys can do it, but the one thing is that I've been told never use card. Like legit, even Yakuza teach me, okay? Don't use card. Because if you use card, they will use all the means to make sure that you pay every single amount you have in your bank. Legit. They will make it you pay it. And they will think of way that, hey, you must, like, you doing, like, you're going to have, like, let's say central staff or all these things, right? They'll say that, oh, this guy is the more expensive one, this guy is the more expensive one, or even the case of like making sure that, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that, or if you want to have this girl doing extra thing, oh, you have to pay extra, or maybe we have 2 girls doing for you, but you have to pay for 2 girls along the line. And the funny thing was that I was taught, if you get 2 girls doing to you, if it's a Japanese people who is their regular or the people they know, they will say, oh, we're gonna give you discount. But when you are a foreigner who don't even know Japanese and you want to have sex, they will charge you 3-4 times the amount. Like the thing is like, this is the funny thing. If I'm doing it, okay, example, if I'm doing it and they know me, they say that, oh, we're gonna give you 2 girls, you just need to pay us 1 amount, like 1 for 1 girl. But if someone that they know but they don't want to discount, but they say, okay, we'll give you 1.5 times a girl, so I kind of like pay 75% per girl in a way. But if I'm a foreigner that don't speak Japanese, who don't know anything, I just want to have 2 girls to have sex with me along that line, then I have to pay 3-4 times the amount. And the thing was that I have a friend, later I'll talk about that. I have a friend who did it himself, and he actually ended up paying 4 times the amount just to have sex with 2 Japanese girls, okay? And the thing was that even when my uncle, who visited me in Japan, one of the year, he even asked me that do I want to bring him to somewhere, he want to have like those kind of thing, and I actually bring him to those area. And he actually paid to have a kiss with the girl, and because the girl is someone that I know in a way, so even when I went there, okay, some of the girls don't mind me touching their breasts. I have to say this, okay, they actually don't mind, okay. But the thing was that I didn't touch that, and I don't want to, and my uncle ended up paying them to touch their chest along their line. I'm like, okay. Like my uncle wanted, I can't say anything else, okay. Yeah, I have been through a lot, especially when I was in Kyoto the last time. And Karen-san holiday. I know I'm talking about something nearby, but it's kind of like a moment I have to at least highlight this though. The thing is, right, in Japan, the Yakuza is like, if you know them well, they'll be good to you. If you don't know them well, or they want to scam you along the line, they will legit try to scam you crazy amount though. Like, it's really in the most crazy way that I would just say yabai, yabe, yata. Like legit I would say yata. And the thing is, right, that is only one of the ways the Japanese Yakuza will scam people. Like, not every, okay, some of them they will use that way. But yeah, I think I will have to. I think I know. And the one thing, okay, you guys, okay, this I tell you guys as well, okay. If you guys do visit any part of Japan, especially at night, back alley area, okay. If there is a person wearing like those kind of like suit or like salaryman clothes coming up to you and say that, hey, do you guys want to have a food, or you want to we actually, our restaurant is catered to foreigner, run. Like legit, don't go near to that place. Because the thing is, right, the restaurant, if they go in, right, to eat, they will charge you the moment you enter. Legit, they will charge you. They will charge you based on like the so-called entrance fee, and the entrance fee is not like it's not like a $10-20. It's legit $100 to $200 per entrance. Like you go in, they make you pay $100-$200, and then when they tell you, oh, the food is actually $10-20, oh, it's gonna be $50 per dish. I was taught by a Yakuza when I was in Japan, and I was like, you guys can't, I was like, maji ka yo, honto? And the funny thing is, I was taught, okay, I have to at least say this, okay. I was taught on how to cook. I was taught how to cook in high-end restaurant. And I have to at least tell you one thing is that high-end restaurant, even when the Yakuza said their chef are high-end restaurant chef, I work in high-end restaurant. Now you guys know I always said this before already. The food is crazy good. Like simple dish that I can cook. Like if you guys saw the way I post the the spaghetti, right? That one is like the most cheap food, but I can cook it until like $20-30. The Yakuza chef can't even cook that, okay? And when they give me the pasta, it's basically you can go to convenience store to buy the cheap $5, $6, and then they just put it on the dish and then they serve you and say that, oh, it's $50 along the line though. And you can't even say is it good or is it bad because it's like, oh, you say Japanese food is not good along the line. It's like, oh, you're gonna give me in trouble though. If it's like for instance, if you can say is it their way of livelihood? That is the evil yakuza. Like in Japan, there is a good yakuza and there is the bad yakuza. We always like I have to at least highlight this is the so-called the yakuza or the evil yakuza way of doing. Okay, and it's not like one or two. Okay, it's not like one or two restaurants that you can easily find in Japan. Out of 10 restaurants in the back alley, at least 10, like 9.5 is that kind of shop. Okay. So even I can't say is it real or not. It's like if I witness it myself and I really want to deny it, it's like, oh my goodness. This why when I see this kind of thing, it's like it give me the vibe a little bit because it give me a moment of like, hey, I stay in Japan that area before myself. Especially also is like when I stay in, when I say I stay very near to Kyoto City Hall, the city office itself. The funny thing you guys may not be aware is that if I go to the site, just one road, okay, just one road different to the side only, it's basically their dark area. And even the hotel next to the city hall, okay, Kyoto City Hall itself, if I go to the hotel and I go to the back, that is like legit tree hotel that is actually having those kind of central services, okay. Basically, if you guys want, like, and the thing that I do, I think I can actually share at the same time, is that one more thing that you guys have to be aware is that there is even a dating scam as well, especially in Japan. And even though there is cases of like scamming office not only in Japan, but there is also some yakuza forcing people to scam, like forcing people or maybe fake themselves as like, oh, they are girls, and they try to date guys by basically speaking to guys and say that, hey, we can speak to you very nicely whatsoever. And there was even one time when I have to admit I actually did use the app once for free, and now I was like, okay, a girl want to meet me, and I actually went out. And the funny thing is that when I traveled to another part of Kyoto, which actually took me around $10 to go there, and I was like, something is wrong already. At the time I feel something was wrong. But when I go to that place, the person tell me to, okay, go to this hotel, and I was like, okay, more yabai already. But I still end up going. I enter the hotel and they tell me the room, and okay, never mind, I go to that room. And when I go to that room, I can tell you guys won't believe. I don't think you guys will want to believe it, and I don't want you guys to believe it, but it happened. When I enter the room, if you guys hear of the dating scam of catfishing, it was legit the Yakuza way of trying to scam me at the time. There was an auntie, of kind of like a big size auntie, that was trying to say, oh, are you a person who want to have sex with me? In Japanese, Seko sister in this car, that kind. And I was like, something is about. And when I turned to the back, out of nowhere, a guy walked in. And I was like, I spoke in English, and I say that, where is this? I don't know. And they just let me off. But I can tell you guys, it's like, whoa. I actually legit run off. I spent another $10 to return back to my house, and it was like, if you guys hear that is such a thing, and the thing I can tell you guys is that the guy was legit the kind of like Yakuza kind of strong, and I was like legit scared for the first time. it happened to me, and I like Nemo-san, you run away, it's no point. It's like it really happened, and then I was like, oh my god, that was crazy. How can like that is such scam is one thing, but if you guys think about it, like it being a yakuza doing the scam along the line, it's like, oh my god. I can't deny that though. It's scary. Like you have to imagine, like, you know, if Nemo-san, like if Nemo-san can just say that horror scarier than horror story, you gotta have to imagine that when I had been through that was scary in a way, okay.
起点を聞かせてくれてありがとうございます。こちらの情報を隠すためとはいえ、先ほどは妙な呼び方をしてしまい、申し訳ありませんでした。
Yeah, that's why I was like legit scared at the time though, because the thing is, right, like I've seen a lot of thing Yakuza had do in, especially in Japan, like up close as well as understanding the logic. And even when I went to work at the Kiyomitsu temple nearby restaurant, I always have to walk through that back alley, especially at night time. It's like, oh man, those kind of places is really scary. But the thing is, right, you gotta imagine like walking through those kind of places, and sometimes you see like, oh, people showing, oh, Osaka got this kind of place, or Tokyo had this kind of place. But then when you get to witness it up close and so it's like, oh my, you don't want to go through that in a way. It's the logic crazy, you know. I have to at least admit that it's scary, and even to the point that even like you guys don't hear me saying it, because the thing is, right, it's legit crazy. I don't think like I ever tell even that to Katlin-san though. I don't think I ever say that, because the thing is, right, Yakuza, you don't offend them, you don't get stepped into the bad thing, they won't mind. But when they want your money, they will think of stupid way to scam you though. I didn't, right? Yeah, the thing is, right, no one want me to say about this kind of scary thing, especially like the thing is so scary that even like Nemo-san earlier just say that, oh, scarier than a horror story. It's legit like if like the moment you come across like bad Yakuza, is like, oh my. That's why it's like that's why like, do I know about Yakuza stuff? Up close, speak to some, know how they scam people, even seeing how they did it, but up close, I can tell you guys, it's like you guys don't even want it to happen to you. It is gonna be scary in a way though. That's why it's like when I tell people, it's like it doesn't matter really like is Japan good or Japan bad. There is like, because of which country we've been through, right, there is always like good thing and bad thing in every country. Even Singapore is not innocent. Singapore do have those kind of thing as well, like drugs. Like even if they say, oh, Singapore, when you bring drugs to Singapore, is banned, you're gonna get arrested along the line. But somehow, somewhere, there is still people taking drugs even in Singapore. Okay. Even okay. Well, I have to at least highlight this, that I myself have, when I was in military, I even have 2 people under me who do sniff super glue or take drugs and end up getting to being arrested as well. And I never want to talk to them again, but I come across those kind of people myself. So it's like even in Singapore there is such people. So in Japan, yes, good, bad, a lot. Singapore, good, bad, a lot. Like any other country also have it, okay? So it's really kind of like, whether you see it up close or not, it's a whole new different story, it's a whole new different meaning. It's just that if you think of the good thing of the country have, that's good enough. Don't think of the bad thing though. Like every part is always, it's always a moment of like we don't want to see all those kind of things though. Because even I myself don't like all the bad stuff. We don't want to think about all the bad stuff, okay? Regardless of how we think about it. Okay. So basically now discuss business with the leader.
ここの内装は案外趣味がいいのですね。
こういった組織においては暴力よりむしろ財力の方が重要なようですよ。
Say the person who was one very rich along the line.
万事順調です。
So you have to speak to him?
いつの間にやらこの鳩川の景色が
Oh.
すっかり変わってしまったの。
It does have the vibe of the Tokyo Sky Tree.
鉄の塊が街中を走り回ってなどおらんかった。ましてわしらを
Oh yeah, I think I can share
昔話をするために
um
私たちをここへ呼んだわけではないでしょう。
like, I do have actually the picture that I have when I was living in Tokyo for 1 month. There was quite a few nice pictures I taken last time, but I can't but I'm not sure how am I gonna share it. That's the thing.
宇宙からやってくるものをありがたがる理由が分かっておらんのじゃよ。メカ鎧に仮面ヒーロー、それに
Because you gotta imagine like the picture taken back then was in 1916. And initially I was wondering like, where is the photo? It was freaking in my list, so it was kind of like funny that I managed to find it. And even like me living in Tokyo for 1 month at a time was like, was trying to make sure that I get used to live in Tokyo, but in the end I live in Kyoto. Not living in the new capital, but the old capital. But I mean, like technically, the school that I want to study in a way was like the cheaper option was in Kyoto, not in Tokyo. The Tokyo one was way more expensive, and the rental is kind of like crazy in a way as well. So in the end, I chose to stay in Kyoto. 6 years. I mean, like staying there at 6 years and understanding Japanese was really kind of like one of the good things I've been through. I mean, like if I've been through, like if I've seen through a lot of Yakuza things, it's really kind of like one thing, okay. But yeah, I think I can share this because I actually tell Kathleen's son earlier on Discord through the direct message just now. Like the funny thing was that back then I was more of a streamer on reading comment or speaking everything in Japanese, and basically I was basically a faceless streamer. So it's kind of like behind the moment speaking in Japanese, trying to learn Japanese along the line, and also speaking in Japanese in a very, very old channel, not the one that you guys see here, the one that I share on the old time when I play a bit of the game along the line. But the thing is, right, I don't know say this thing is that I didn't think about becoming a VTuber back then. I was like, okay, just be a streamer, because like I know like even when I learned about Nijisanji, Hololive when they were growing as well. Especially like, you have to understand that when I moved to Japan 2017, that was the freaking year when VTubing was starting in Japan. So I didn't understand the logic of that all those things. But it's only when I decided to understand, it was more towards that I learned about VTubing back in 2021. Like when I was told to try, maybe you can like VTuber in Nario. It was basically a Japanese friend who taught me about being a VTuber, and I was taught to use the app Reality. I think Kathleen's son, which you guys might not know, I talked about this a few times. Reality is an app, even till now is still an app as a VTuber, and I did create a character which was not a cat at the time. It was basically a human form. So I did share that image on my Twitter, but But if I open it up,
自信があるとな。
失礼ながらもう一点だけ。なぜそうまでして名を上げることにこだわるのでしょうか。
二層楽園では現像種に向けられる人々の視線、
let me post
好奇心や
that one.
その存在を支える。
So basically, if you guys see right, the old image. So basically, the first avatar that I have back then is really just a blue hair guy. Okay, they was the original one. Okay, so the original was the blue hair guy, and later on, because of there was the cat and like there was an event in Japan, the cat versus dog event. So there was a moment of like people using dog ears. There was a moment of guys using or girls using cat ears, and I belong to the cats moment. So back then, because I was like, hey, I got a cat at home, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm a cat person. So I decided to go and be like, okay, let go to number 2. So I changed to a cat, and Canada and the others, even most of the people know that, hey, I'm mostly the cat person along the line. So Ame Gakita and the casual person, I was like, okay, I'll just use that. So it was like my persona evolved from a normal person, became a cat person, and the cat person, and on like 3, 4, 5, the one that you guys see, the number 5 is the one that I'm using. So it's kind of like a moment of me just stick to that one in a way, and it really does like change a lot in like for me in terms of VTubing, especially like April 7 would be the 5th year, if I recall. I mean like 2021, now it's 2026, yeah, 5 years already. So it's like 5 years as a VTuber. I can't say too much. But yeah, it's really does change a lot though. Like if I never think about becoming a VTuber, you guys won't even know me as a VTuber in a way though. But, especially also like 5 years already for me. But on the other hand, seeing VTuber up close, especially I learned about it back before I go to Japan in 2016. That like it was kind of like the starting year 2016, and then 2017 when I moved to Japan was also the moment of when it starts spreading a lot though. Like so I actually seen Niji Sanji and Hololive growing during that period, and if you guys hear about all the Niji Sanji bad stuff, yeah, it was also happening on the Japan side, but in a way you guys might not be knowing is it a good thing or bad thing. It's like kind of like considered norm for them, okay? So I don't want you guys to think like, hey, am I bad mouthing? It's like if there is bad things, it's more towards like just highlighting to you guys. If you guys believe, good. If you guys don't believe, I can't really say anything else. So. But even so, it's just something that the culture in Japan is really, really different. In Japan, like, it's kind of like very, very different though. At least I have to highlight that. I mean, even now, Niji Sanji is still growing, having a lot of people watching it along the line, or their stock market is kind of like high along the line, so can't really say is it good or bad though. I mean, like, people still watch it, can't really say is it good or bad though. If they're growing, then good for them. If they are scamming, that is a wholly different, that is not my problem.
殺し屋の手に渡るはずだった仮面がここにある。そう思うと仮面を持つ手が少々重く感じられますね。
You're totally in my head.
現月遊戯に参加するつもりなのか。何のため？
So blade.
彼の目的が何であるにしろ、この件は極めて重大です。申し訳ありませんが、この場は一度失礼して。次にどう動くべきか、高校様の意見を伺いたいと思います。
Okay.
必要はないかな。私はもうしばらくここで待っていたんだもの。
She's here now.
高校様、なぜわざわざこちらへ？まずそちらのお二人には私の用意した偽の情報でご足労いただいて。
This character, I still got a bit pissed off that I have to go 100. Technically, I think it was like 155, but I have to do 160 proof for her in a way. It's kind of like hurt my poodle.
が何かくれたら全部もらって私にちょうだい。何ですかこの指示は。ひどい後出しではありませんか。
将軍、きちんと目的を伝えてくれれば俺もサンデーもそれを無下にはしない。なぜ使節団の者が迷子になって捕らえられたなどと嘘をついたんだ。
Okay, he's getting...
嘘というわけじゃないのよ。元リュウソンさんとピノコニーから逃亡中の若君さんがいなかったら、テイウンさんはあの乱暴な連中との間で永遠と探り合いを続ける羽目になっていたでしょ。迷い囚われてしまうというのは私の占いの結果から見えた未来のことなの。それと新ウィッシュマフィアに血の災いが降りかかるとも占いに出ていたのよ。それが現実になるとすれば、彼らとの争いの中でテイウンさんが力を抑えきれなくなってしまうことが原因でしょう。お二人が来てくれたおかげでマフィアの構成
Even at time I wish my prediction can read something until like that and stop
私の
bad thing from happening in a way.
名数を見通せるからといってそれを変えられるとは限らない。
Yes, I don't want to see bad things there.
今回は
That's
私の見
right.
た最悪の結果は避けられたみたいね。そうそう、サンデーさん、君の噂は私も聞き及んでいたのよ。ピノコニーで神へ至ったというその偉業もこの羽の線の瞳を通してしかと拝見させてもらった。あれこそまさに壮挙というべきね。
Oh.
私の過ちについて語るのはやめておきましょう、将軍。そんなことよりお望みの仮面をここにお持ちしました。あなたはこれをどう使うおつもりですか。正確ハンターの参戦を阻むために手元に置いておきたいだけというわけではないのでしょう。
本来はそれで十分だったのだけれど、一因百花を生ずとも言うものね。
Oh wow, then he's gonna
仮面
wear
が手
it.
に入ったとなれば
Wow, they're gonna wear the mask.
この仮面を餌にジンをおびき出し、みんなで協力して仕留めるというのはどう？あるいはこの私自ら仮面を身につけて幻月遊戯に参加するというのも面白そうじゃない？
Oh no.
この仮面は使い切りでしょ。だとすれば正確ハンターもさぞ頭を悩ませるはずよね。一石二鳥というわけね。この件は命に関わります。冗談を言っている場合ではありませんよ。命に関わる。その通りね、テイウンさん。ここへ来たのはまさにそのためなのよ。もちろんジンの命を狙うなんて話じゃない。彼と泉州との縁はもう何年も前に切れたようなものだし、他人の受けた命を横取りしてまでここへ来るほどのことじゃないもの。横取り？
では本来泉州からの施設は別の人間だったのか。
実を言うと二層楽園への施設には新作将軍の軽減が派遣されるはずだったの。鉄母との戦いに参加したのはラフの運気軍だった。この栄誉ある役目は彼にこそふさわしかった。ただ出発前に今回の施設に関わる面々について占ってみたところ、こんな結果が出た。
With the horn as the primary subject, the definition read as follows. As the grand resolve as fire, the change occurs at the fourth line. It comes without warning, insinuation, death, abandonment. This is truly ominous. With the perseverance as the primary subject, the definition read as follows. As the grand resolve as heaven, the change occurs on the fourth line. One may live or remain in the dead with no fault incurred. Advance and retreat according to circumstance, and you shall remain untroubled. With the finality as the primary object, the definition read as follows. The hexagram resolve as earth. change occurred at the top line. Dragon crash among the wilderness, their blood staining heaven and earth alike. This is the proton of bloody conflict. Why would a Stellar Hunter be marked with such an event? Could he be connected to a former High Elder? Elder? With Pranacardia as the primary object, the definition rate as normal. There's the grand frontier between earth and fire. The change occurred at the top line, neither fully luminous or moving or strength. It rose to the heaven at first, only to descend back into the earth. What does this even mean? Joy turned to sorrow. With the fate of the next 10 days as the primary object, the definition read as normal. There's the grand frontier between heaven and thunder. The change occurred on the 5th line. For those who present moral and fortune, no remedy is needed for good fortune to follow. So there is no more big shot to come. How many more surprises are waiting for me? So okay, this is kind of like messed up in a way.
良い兆しでないことくらいは見て取れますね。玉殿とラフにおける最上級の牧者2人、つまり私と妹弟子の不言が互いの演算を照らしてみたところ、残念ながらその結果は驚くべき精度で一致していた。この優越の楽園で低級の天将が一人その命を散らすことになると。
それが分かっていながら軽減の代わりに施設を務めることにしたのか。
ええ、元帥に進言してこの役目を引き受けたの。特別な理由はないのよ。初めて見るこの不可思議な名数をこの目で確かめてみたかっただけ。
命を落とすことになったとしてもですか。
命を落とすだけのことだもの。この幻月遊戯でひととき神となるために死んだとしても、それは泉州の名に恥じるものではないでしょ。さあ、帝雲さん、その仮面をちょうだい。
ちょうだい。お。And she makes someone wear it. And suddenly someone wearing it. And,
本日の運動目標を達成しました。活動的な一日でしたね。
とっさに避けてしまった。
幻月遊戯の仮面は一度身につけると聖越者と密接に結びつき、着用者の魂の形を映し出す。そうね、外界星座商欄で似たような記述を読んだことがある。どうやらこの仮面間違いなく本物のようね。おめでとう、サンデーさん。君は晴れてアイオーンの遊戯の聖越者となったのよ。
They planned this.
竜頭将軍、これはどういうつもりだ。一度ならず二度までもこのように勝手な行動をするとは、請求列車への宣戦布告か。
どうかな。
さん、ここは私が。
サンデー、この場で対決するつもりか。
ご心配なく、私では将軍にかなわないことくらいわきまえておりますとも。高校将軍、どのようにして私の考えを見抜いたのです。調律で確かめましたが、外部から干渉された痕跡は見つかりませんでした。
牧者に人の心が読めないというのは凡庸な占い師たちの言い訳ね。サンデーさん、君は幻月遊戯に強い関心を抱いていて、その仮面をつけたらどうなってしまうのかと、そこまで考えていたでしょ。占いというのはそんなことまで読み取れるものなのですか。いいえ、ただ私の目がよく見えるだけよ。 サンデーさんは仮面を見せてほしいと一度も口にしていないけれど、先ほどからその鬼物に少なくとも3度は視線を向けていた。このことと彼の人物像を考慮すれば、そこに興味がある以外の解釈は思い浮かばないはずよ。
So basically, interested in him, and so you
そのように考えていたことは否定しません。ほんの一瞬ですが、つけてみたいとも思いました。
そして私は君の望みを叶えた。これは思いつきで仕掛けた罠ではなく、ちょっとした意外な
If this that girl, what kind of girls? What? Was Sunday released as a substitute with an election skill along the line? But oh well.
将軍、私の知る限り、初めから巨大な利益を掲げてみせるのは相手を陥れるためである場合がほとんどのように思いますが、まだ知り合って間もない私にこのような贈り物をする理由がどうしても見つけられそうにありません。
そう自分を卑下する必要はないでしょ。私があちこちでいくつもの策を巡らしたのは、不可能の中から一つの可能性を切り開くためよ。私の漢字財願が見たところによれば、君はこの地において私の介入がなくともただ自らの意志で行動した結果として変化をもたらすことができる唯一の存在。
自らの意志。
炭鉱さん、確かに私はこの世界のことをもっと深く知りたいと考えています。この優越の世界を見て知りたいのです。二層楽園という場所が真に楽園たりうるものなのかを。かつての私は自ら思い描く楽園を築こうとして誤った道を突き進んでしまいました。そして今に至るまで
So Sunday won a good paradise for
その
Penteconica.
確固たる答えにたどり着くことができていません。ですからここが本当にその名にふさわしい場所なのか、それをこの目で確かめてみたいのです。
ではサンデー様が動けばゴーコー様が占いの結果に見たという主張は
もちろん何も変わらない。高価な贈り物一つで命が助かるなんて、そんなことがあるわけないでしょ。
Damn. It's still gonna happen,
な
God.
がらお伺いしますが、この件について先週はどこまで知っているのでしょうか。
極めて重要な問題だもの。私の独断で進められるはずないでしょ。玉殿の録音とも相談した上で、私にもしものことがあった時に備えてふさわしい後任者を推薦してあるの。私が使節として出立した日から、その万が一に備えてその人物は玉殿へ赴き、玉殿の録音が推薦した他の候補者たちと共に変地閣仏院で牧産、兵法、知性の道を学ぶことになったはずよ。
普賢様のことですか。あなたに代わって彼女が玉殿の敷設を引き継ぐと。
普賢？さて、どうしてそんな風に思ったのかしら。もしも私がこ
How
の
long
旅から
have you
戻ら
been
なければ、
scheming?
ラフの大牧師から静寂が十頭将軍の敷設を継ぎ、玉殿を滑るでしょうね。静寂に玉殿だなんて、実にお似合いの組み合わせだと思わない？詳しくは場所を変えて話すことにしましょう。
Not to show a wolf. Of everyone you can.
地図によると死なず探偵事務所はここのはずだけど、
Oh,
目の前にあるのは雑誌社だけ。
グラフィエ学院で一大スクープかぬ。こうしちゃいられない。
写真を撮るタヌキ？母に恵まれたちって本当に何でもありみたいだね。道を聞いてみよった。
Okay, so it's basically Silver Wolf. I shall change the theme first. Might as well, just for the sake. But I want to throw in Firefly as well. Basically, that's the right team. That's the Ron Hunter team. I'm not sure where you go, but I'll just. That's out for fun first. Just something
ね
new.
えちょっとそこのタヌキくん、死なず探偵事務所って知らない？この辺りのはずなんだけど。
知らないだぬ。あ、でももしも目の前に1万信用ポイントが落ちてたとしたらびっくりして思い出しちゃうかもしれないよ。
This bastard.
たかだか道案内に1万信用ポイント？まあいっか、急ぎのようだしね。あらあら、私の1万信用ポイントがどうしてかあなたの口座に移動しちゃったみたい。さ、これで思い出した。
What?
お嬢様、お探しの事務所はこの上の階段。あの探偵はうちのボスから場所を借りて事務所を開いてるんだよ。
Wait, what?
でもあいつ昼間は寝てばっかりだし、夜は事務所を閉めてるんだぬ。どうやって生活してるか誰も知らないだよ。まさか吸血鬼だぬ。
ろくに営業してないってこと？じゃあその探偵に会うにはどうすればいいの？
知らないだぬ。あ、で
お
も
ー
目の前に5万信用ポイントが落ちてたら思い出せるかもしれないだよ。
己薄汚いタヌキ野郎め、よくもうちの顧客をはめようとしましたね。ぶん殴られたいのですか？
Run.
ごきげんよう。私は語り部。
Why
探偵事務所の
is it the monkey?
他の探偵の助手を務めております。
語り部？ペットにそんな名前をつけるなんてろくな人間じゃなさそうだけど。
そんな人物がこの上にいますよ。そうそう、先ほどのタヌキ野郎に金を騙し取られませんでしたか？
取られたよ。ざっと1万信用ポイントほど。
後を追って取り戻しましょうか。
いや、その必要はないかな。よし、信用ポイントは戻ってきた。あいつの口座残高の 26.5 信用ポイントの1に
He got the whole
なかな
thing.
かやりますね。パンクロードのハッカー様。
おじさん、見る目があるね。それじゃ案内をお願いでき
Now
る？
I feel bad for the raccoon.
ハッカー様、どうぞこちらへ。申し訳ありませんが、事務所へ向かうにはちょっとした裏道を通らねばなりません。雑誌社の社長が借金を踏み倒して夜逃げしましてね。債権者が大勢押しかけてくるのですから、我らが探偵殿が正面玄関を封鎖してしまったのですよ。
So earlier I couldn't enter was because of I can't do the interact. Click the button to shoot arrow. We interact. Shoot
こ
arrow.
れって射撃ボタン？面白いじゃん。
Get that thing first. There's quite a lot of
ここ
raccoon.
にタヌキがいるの。
皆様、この雑誌社の社員なのです。
Okay. Okay.
まるで罰ゲームでも受けてるみたい。
職場での暮らしはゲームよりもずっと過酷です。
So somehow I'm doing this now. I wonder if I do this. Okay.
探偵さんはどこに？
はい、こちらは事務所兼住居となっております。少々質素な場所ですがね。この時間なら眠っている
Sorry if looking asleep.
来客などめったにございませんので。
来客がめったにないね。聞いてるだけで切なくなってきそう。
すぐに叩き起こしますよ。どうぞこちらへ。
It's
品津様、
Oh.
起きてください。何度も言ったろ。出前のたびにこの僕を起こすんじゃないって。品津様、こちらの女性は出前の配達員ではございませんよ。おお、では僕の命を狙う虫屋さんかな。残念ながら違います。
残念なんだ。
だってしょうもますか。
あ、もしかして依頼人かい？事件の調査依頼に来たんだ。
来客の正体について優先順位がそうなってるのはちょっと同情するね。さあ、私は依頼人。盗難事件の調査依頼に来たんだ。
なるほど。それで何をなくしたのかな？
メンツと人材、それと手にするはずだった古臭い
Ancient Mask。
ほうほう、それは。するとあなたは現月遊戯に参加していたってわけかい？
Was she supposed to do this?
その時、探偵の心に何が彼女は一体何者なのだろう。ちょっと語り部君、商談中にナレーションを差し込むのはよしてくれないか？おや、そうでしたか。時給900信用ポイントとバナナ2本で私を雇ったのはこういう時のためかと思いましたな。それはそうなんだけどね。仕事中にはもうちょっとヒントになりそうな感じで頼むよ。探偵と助手がいてどちらも推理ができないんじゃまずいだろう。探偵のスカスカな頭に突如としてある名前が浮かび上がった。一見何の変哲もない目の前の少女は実はカンパニーの手配書で賞金額トップ10に入る恐るべきテロリスト、性格ハンター。
Okay, this narrator is really
銀狼です。彼女は銀狼ですよ。品津様、頭を冷蔵庫のドアに挟まれでもしましたか？
自分の情報をもう一度消すべきな気がしてきた。
スターピースカンパニーが最高額クラスの懸賞金をかけた指名手配。
Ah, yes, Mr. Isaac.
物語じゃよく見かける話だけどね。この次は
I think this love make me okay happy that I didn't drop Honkai Star Raid in a way.
私がここを訪ねたのは治安局の犯罪記録。
I'm still pissed off that you're gonna have to use 160 proof for it, but even so, it's kind of like it still makes me sad. But even so, it's kind of like a moment of like, as long as they keep the fun part in the game, I'm happy with it. Especially the funny part was that when Silver was like scared in the real, like, oh, is that a zombie or a vampire inside? I was like, oh. But I'm kind of like concerned. One thing is that in Genshin, as well as Honkai Star Rail, they've been actually adding, like even in Xenogears Zero, there is quite a few moments of like they try to add scary moment in it. I was like, how are you guys watching my stream or something that you guys know that I'm very afraid of scary stuff along the line? But even so, I have to be careful in a way though, because the thing is, right. Like I still have to play horror games. If I reach 100, if I reach 100 viewers, I have to play a horror game. If I reach 1K subscriber, I also play a horror game. It's like. And then I don't recall, there was one more thing that I was thinking of setting up, but I don't recall what's it anymore, so I don't want to think about it. If not, I'll be like, oh, there's a more horror game I have to play when that shit, those things happen, I'll be like screaming. This Mr. M, this narrator is really, really good.
報酬に関しては心配しないで。あ、汚いお金でもいい？
申し訳ありませんが、不正なお金は受け取れません。それにお支払いの後で報酬と残高をまとめて取り返すような真似もご遠慮いただければと。
そう？じゃあこうしよう。ここはカンパニーの縄張りでしょ？なら私を捕まえて賞金を受け取るといい。あなたが賞金を受け取ったら私は逃げる。性格ハンターも資金調達するときにたまに使う手だよ。
やっぱり汚い金について話し合おうか。後払いで結構だ。
それじゃ数日間は真面目に稼いでみるよ。
This guy is legit. They even got the right voice actor for it that make it sound like.
この事務所にそんな支払い方法があったとは存じ上げませんでしたが。
He's planning it.
さっきできたんだよ、語り部君。まさか本当に汚い金を受け取るつもりだったのか？稼ぐにはもっと違う方法があると気づいたんだ。まずはお偉いさんにお伺いを立てようか。ややパールさん、確かな筋から仕入れた情報。
Oh, son.
ナズさん、あなたがこんな時間に連絡してくる確率など
And the fibers.
ないはずでしたが、推測、私の提案を前向きに検討する気になった。
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
実は性格ハンターの足取りを掴んだんだ。連中は今この二層楽園にいる。しかも現月遊戯に参加して騒ぎを起こそうと企んでるようだ。その一人、とある少女の位置情報を教えようじゃないか。こっそりと。
With anyone? Damn.
こっそりね。
現月遊戯。カンパニーが速攻を仕掛けると決めた時点で、今回のそれはただのお遊びじゃなくなったんだ。年寄りを捕まえてそれをよなんて酷な話だと思わないか？あの話を検証金と引き換えに身柄を引き渡すべきでしたね。
意外だね。パールが他にも仮面を隠し持ってたなんて。なら話はもっと簡単。商談の後、ついでに相手の話を盗み聞きするこの素敵な習慣はぜひこれからも続けないと。
Wow, she really is planning a lot.
もしもし、ジン、今どこ？
どこ？
しい手がかりをつかんだ。一つの仮面をなくしたら次を探せばいいと思わない？
そうだな。次にダークウェブから仕事を受けるときは先週最強の殺し屋なんて名前を
はいはい。
エリオが渡した脚本の内容を教えてくれない？
脚本は白紙だった。
Oh? A blank page? It's still kind of like interesting in a way. Virtual avatar.
こういうことですか。なるほど。よくある円形現像紙のようですね。
Again? Sentiment of his will?
そうですね。少し古風な言い方ですが、そう理解してもらっても大丈夫でしょう。
But I mean, like, I can't even deny that right now, right? The Spot C, in a way, it's kind of like a VTuber turned alive in a way, though, because it's kind of like it was Sparkle beforehand, and then but Sparkle, no, like for some reason the avatar she used became Will in a way. So, but it's kind of like MiHoYo putting VTuber into their game in a way, but instead of a VTuber, it's more like a streamer in a way. So Sparkle and especially in a way, I actually read into the story a little bit, so it's still kind of interesting in a way. I have to like re-see it during off stream, the story that I seen, and it's kind of like.
すみません。よその方には馴染みのない言葉でしたね。円形というのは因縁によって生まれたことを意味します。この類の現像紙の誕生は偶発的な面が強く、絵師によってその子孫が描かれる以外に繁殖の手段を持たない属系現像紙とは少々事情が違ってきます。
So when are you heading out?
出動ってどこにです？ああ、グラフィエ学院に出向いて違法現像紙を逮捕してほしいと。はあ、申し訳ないですが、それは無理なんですよ。ついさっき超常現象管理局から通達があったばかりなんですがね。今度の現月遊戯、その最初の生越者が名乗りを上げました。先ほどのお話にあった火花さんですよ。あなたは銀河のあちこちを旅してきた請求列車からの賓客だそうですが、この世界の法や慣習についてはまだまだ疎いみたいですね。現月遊戯の期間中、生越者の行動には一切の制限がありません。それは彼らに与えられた特権ですから。つまりどういうことかというとですね、彼女が生越者である以上は何かしらの実害が出ると判断されない限り、我々治安官は手出しできないんですよ。
She calls harm really there.
そもそも彼女が学校を乗っ取ったというのも、私が受け取った情報とまるで違ってるんですよ。
Why is the security officer
so...
so...
そうだ。もうじきニュースが始まりますから、ご自分で確かめてみますか。
皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
テレビがお届けするいちはや楽園スペシャルニュース速報へようこそ。司会のグワくんです。
こんにちは。同じく司会のゆきちゃんです。
楽園歴もいよいよ1999年に突入して楽しみがいっぱいな年になりそうですね。
1999か。ああ、OK. It's one year that I never want to remember, you know.
500年以上も昔、かの有名な預言者はこんな予言を残しました。1999年、恐怖の大魔王が天より降臨せんと。さあ、果たしてこの予言は現実となるのか。そして二層楽園はこの重要な1年を乗り越えられるのでしょうか。
バカ、
In case you guys are wondering why 1999 to me is a little bit of like something that I don't remember. The ability to do fortune reading using a tarot card is kind of the same year in a way for me. Yeah, they didn't do that in the reference though. They really did add it in. That's why I'm kind of curious. Especially now, I'm curious. Because if Mihoyo do it correctly, the developer of Honkai Star will do it correctly, it will be a very redeeming story plot though so far. I'm actually kind of liking it so far. But normally first part of the story is always the one that is the most important one, is not wrong. But at the same time, I kind of hoping they will maintain the drive. And I did the tarot card reading for them. Normally I don't do it when they are not aware. I normally don't do that. But it just seemed to me they need to know what they are doing, and as long as they do it in a good way, I think it's just and listen to some part and change for the better part. I think that would be good though. Like the number of 4-star we need in the game, please release not in this niche free character. It's more towards like in future in a way, but as long as Mihoyo learn it, that would be at least a good thing though. But as for right now, it's really hard to know. Sparks. Wait, what? Wait. Wealth Young.
皆さんこんにちは。俺はベルト。グラフィエ学院の歴史を教えて今年度生徒が選ぶ最も人気のある男性教員に選んでもらって。
Oh my.
今後も優秀な人材を送り出せるようより一層努力したいと思う。
はい、ありがとう。インタビューコーナーはこれくらいにして、次回の配信内容を告知しておくね。いつも応援してくれるヒバナ。
If we don't see that part again, I'm not only just gonna point him in the head with the chimney in the back, but I also make sure that he's gonna be embarrassed to the point that he can't forget.
どうです？火花さんはお友達と一緒に
配信のためのお芝居をしていただけでしょう。大丈夫、心配いりませんよ。
This is a card. This. What kind of program is this?
似たような番組を見たことはありません？社会人が一般の人の仕事を体験してみるとか、普通の人みたいな生活をしてみるとか、そんな番組ですよ。しかし彼女のターゲットがグラフィエ学院とは、あそこは15年前にもゴタゴタがあったんですよ。
So basically, it's like we're live streaming in a game.
請求列車の七死人ってこいつらがか？
面白い。いくつも世界を救ってきた大英雄だって聞いてたけど、
I'm lucky I'm not a comedy person. Ah, the chill creeping over you.
このままだと請求列車のメンバーが火花一人に翻弄され笑い物にされたって噂が二層楽園中に拡散されるのも時間の問題だ。
Hey, it's good our character get to speak now, but it's a good thing.
彼女の人気のための踏み台にされるってことか。
あ、そうだ。この現月遊戯緊急対応マニュアルをどうぞ。何か役に立つことが書いてあるかもしれません。
Okay, numerous unpredictable preparation and easy to occur throughout the plays due to factors such as miracle offered by subsequent overstantial wish power and concentrated generation of a why is it all the 3-syllable words? Aberrant disaster. All local residents and off-world visitors are advised to remain calm. Stay tuned to news reports from the Department of Operation Defense. Stay clear of dangerous zone and safely enjoy the Prestamon game. Should you encounter any emergency, please refer to the response guideline, which can greatly improve your chance of survival. If you find yourself caught in an anomaly triggered by a beacon, immediately distance yourself and head home. During this time, do not respond to any voice coming from behind you or from your right. Or from your right though. Home is an enclosed or semi-enclosed space suitable for human habitation. Generally, it contains objects such as chair, bed, walls, basing, etc. If the home you are in does not meet the above definition, immediately read the following: there are no monkey dancing on a giant tree, and no black laser can be seen in the wheelbarrow. Remain still and wait for safety notice from the Department of Operation Defense. Safety notice from the Department of Operation Defense come in several forms: broadcast, TV news, online stream, and so on. The broadcaster head should consist of eyes, ears, a mouth, and a nose, not a pineapple. Why pineapple though? Can't think of any other thing on an apple. Most of election was stolen by regular nouns and verbs in the constitution of the Tenerife city citizen had been swapped, causing mass chaos. Predators still large. 15. If you lose your way and find yourself in a subsequent sphere of influence, you can take refuge in nearby fragment of the world in canvas. But take note, in the vast majority of cases, canvas fragment won't talk, won't laugh, and had no teeth. The same zone at the edge of the world in canvas retain close to reality, 3-dimensional coordinate axes. If you notice your body starting to begin 2-dimensional, immediately turn back the way you come. Object that fall. Oh, that is quite a lot though. Funny they just let anyone in real life view TB. Yeah, that is true in a way. They're kind of like interesting in a way. That's why I'm actually saying, like, as much as I hate Honkai style in a way, as long as they are redeeming in the story and in future gameplay mechanic in a way, I think at least that will be the redeeming part. But I can't really say is it a good thing or bad thing if they're going to change the thing into crazy moment. It's only they have to testing out, like testing the water. They can't out of nowhere say, oh, we're gonna throw everything in and see how it goes. They have to testing out. If the thing does not go in fluidly in a good way, it is gonna cause even more crazy testing. But as far as I can definitely say that they seem to be improving, especially like so far the story seems to be way interesting than I thought, and that is going in the right direction from how I look at it. Okay, let me return. Oh, there's quite a lot though. Okay, let's just continue. Number 30, objects that fall from the sky and mass are usually rain. Yes, I am rain, but I'm called Ame. Rain is a combination of water, not candies, and definitely not different food. If you encounter a similar phenomenon, do not like. I wonder if they really purposely like to use the word rain now. Especially like they even add in candies though. Like I have to tell you guys one thing, is that in Japanese, ame is commonly known as two things. One is candy and one is rain. Mine is based on the rain. Although there was case when I been called a candy, okay? Like by Japanese viewers back in the days, I was called candy, not rain. Oh god, I really wonder, like, you're putting that as a mean to saying that, hey, maybe I'm looking at you. A joke is a piece of information designed to induce laughter and does not possess the ability to move. If a joke claim is heading into his friend, the refrigerator wedding to steal away electric toothbrush blight, please spot the nearest science fiction novel and get out of there. Explore the gift of the laughter to create indefinite water. If you happen to get trapped inside a television, stay as close as the screen as possible to maximize your own screen presence. When you hear children's song being sung in chorus around you, whatever you do not sing along. When attempting the above, make sure you are inside the TV, not trying to walk into it. These guys will be updated and revived after each round. What kind of guy is this though?
花火の言った通りだったでしょ。通報なんてするだけ無駄なんだって。友達を助けられるのはもう君だけしか。おっと、もう一人赤髪のお姉ちゃんがいたんだっけ。
Oh, Himeko is here.
逃げ出した時に怪我とかしてない？
Oh, we are gonna fight back. A younger girl for you.
つまり、美月ちゃんとベルトは今、グラフィエ学院の中に閉じ込められて、肝心の仮面はその火花って子に横取りされたのね。
I wasn't veteran enough.
いいえ、あんたのせいじゃないわ。この遊戯に絡む複雑な情勢を甘く見ていた私のせいね。
But the normal mean in this place so far has been very funny in a way. The spinning cat at the back.
あんたと美月ちゃんに優越の世界を体験してもらおうと思ったのに。
Is that the reference to some anime as well? Those like you guys might not be aware. Like some of the animes are in this form, those in this game right now. So it's kind of interesting though.
この遊戯を互いに実力を示すための場と考えたみたいね。彼らは優越の実践よりも勝利を独占することに重きを置いてる。躍起になって他の参加者を追い落とそうとするでしょうね。火花もそんな一人なのよ。
So we head back to school and save everyone now.
落ち着いて。火花が何をしたのか。そしてこれから何をするつもりなのか、これらを突き止める前に強引に乗り込むのは危険だわ。現月遊戯の聖越者は少なくとも3つの重要な行動を完遂する必要がある。表明、奇跡、それから専用。火花はすでに表明を達成した。
仮面をかぶり遊戯への参加を大々的に喧伝することでね。一人目の聖越者の出現のニュースは楽園中から注目の的よ。なら彼女が次に取り掛かるのは奇跡を起こすこと。人々の願望を背負い、それに応えられるだけの偉業を成し遂げなくてはならない。私の推測が正しければ、火花は私たちの方から網に飛び込んでくるのを待ってるはずよ。彼女の聖越者としての初戦、その相手に請求列車をうってつけなの。
So Spatial is scheming something? Okay.
銀河に名を馳せる大英雄を打ち倒す。これ以上に最高の滑り出しなんてそうはないでしょ。そこで花火聞いてもいい？この偽物について分かっていることはどれだけあるのかしら。彼女は遊戯に参加して何を従っていると。
Yeah, the Sparkle and Spatial is the same person in a way, but it's just kind of one. The avatar became alive in a way too.
彼女は一体どんな経典
That's why Himeko is asking her. I guess it's like need to know. To know the person, we need to ask the original. Yeah, a fake.
花火から言えるのはパブに行ってみたらどうってことかな。何か手がかりがあるかもね。
You mean Dr. Frey?
仮面の愚者の本拠地、パブ、ワールドエンド。
The what? Wait, what?
天地を揺るがす大事件を起こそうって言うんだもん。この花火様が長年集めてきた宝物がなきゃ始まらないよね。あの偽物もそのことはよくわかってる。何か行動を起こすならまずはパブに立ち寄るはずだよ。花火の名義で。ほとんどの愚者にとって花火とあの偽物を見分けるのは難しいだろうし、そもそもそんなこと気にも留めてないかも。でも花火が誰と何を話して花火の宝物庫から何を持ち出したか知ることができれば偽物の目的もわかると思わない？
悪くない考えね。でもあんたを一人にさせるわけにはいかないわ。私たち二人もパブに入れてもらう。そのくらいできるわよね。
この名刺を持って行って。パブの場所が書いてあるから。ただしパブへは自分たちで行ってもらわないとダメだよ。パブ始まって以来のルールでこればっかりは花火でもどうしようもないの。まだ時間はあるし、二人は準備ができてから来てね。花火は先に行ってるよ。
Can she be trusted?
むしろ彼女の方が私たちを必要としてるんじゃないかしら。焦らないで。優越の儀式に踏み込むためにはリラックスすることも大事なことよ。相手に合わせて踊るんじゃなく、自分がダンスをリードしなくちゃ。さあ、今度は私たちがダンスを披露する番よ。
Yeah, the off.
鳩川区。ずいぶん久しぶりね。ちょうど炭鉱とサンデーの方でも何か見つかったそうだから合流するように連絡しておくわ。
The place where Himeko grew up?
そんなに大層なものじゃないからあまり期待しないでね。結局バカンスのはずがいつも通りトラブルだらけの旅になっちゃったわね。
これぞ七死人流のバカンスだな。
As much as I want to jump into it, there is a good moment to pause it.
これまた定めよ。
I have to pause for now in a way because I don't want to like jump into the conclusion of like, hey, am I going to do this or am I going to do that along the line? But so far, if Mihoyo is doing it nice, I guess it's an Emperor story. It was like there was quite a lot of mess up part that I, at least they are actually improving on it. So if they are gonna make it in a good way, I think we can be on the lookout for it. Especially like tomorrow, I will still be streaming. For at least I have to highlight. At least my plan tomorrow, even though tomorrow Genshin got new update on the story, I might have to see like, do I want to stream it in the morning or do I want to stream it at night time along the line. We shall see how it goes. But likely it will be in the morning along the line, but we shall see how it goes. But yeah, it's already 11 p.m. on my end already, and it's a good time for me to pause for the day. Tomorrow I have to wake up early to at least prepare for breakfast or these things, because tomorrow my mother is also resting as well. So yeah, I think this is a good time to pause for now. At least if anything change, I will at least inform you guys on my post on the community tab or on Discord along the line, or over on Twitter along the line. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys again at the next video or live stream. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Otsukare. Bye bye.